Alright, what's going on, dudes? Hope you had a good week. So, I was looking at like that old Be Sad deck that I was playing on the channel maybe a month ago, a couple months ago. And I wanted to go like and lean in a bit more into like the discard area of that deck. So a little bit less about land destruction and land hate, and more taking advantage of green instead of red. I didn't want to go Jund because Shroom has gone Jund before with that Be Sad deck, and I just, at least in Standard, I don't think I'm quite convinced that Jund works very well. Jund's missing a lot of like lands that other tricolor archetypes have. So I just went with Golgari because that's kind of what's popular right now. That's kind of what the devs have made like a lot of decent cards for. So this deck is really about, so we're kind of sticking with the resource theme. Like the Be Sad control deck was more about like land destruction, discarding their cards and stuff like that. This is a bit more like discarding their cards and kind of getting our card value more than they're getting their card value. It's more like every card that we have gives us another card or can take away some other card of theirs, right? So Chomping Changeling, for example, doesn't give you any cards, doesn't take away any of their cards, but when it enters, it destroys an artifact or enchantment. That's really good for us because we're getting something out on the board, but we're also getting rid of one of their pieces as well at the same time, and it's something we can easily occur. By the way, you could use the 3-mana elf to do the same thing, but I went with the Changeling because, you know, Shoot the Sheriff, although I do have this card in the sideboard, some people do main deck it, and Changeling is going to be immune to it. But I've also got, like, Sirach, so Sirach can't be countered, so it just gets through counters, which is nice, but it's also just another 3-mana creature that we can recur with Ral if we want, and anytime they target our stuff, we get a card. Mosswood Dread Knight is like a really great example of this kind of idea, right? So you put a creature down, they kill it, next turn you use this sorcery ability to draw a card, lose 1 life, then you can put the creature back down and just continually recycle it. And then you can get that cycle going again with Ral if you missed your opportunity with it. Another really good example is Ruthless Negotiation. I actually really like this card. So I personally am not really a fan of Duress and Intimidation tactics. I do use them because you kind of have to. And I don't think they're that bad, but I actually really like making the opponent choose to discard something. I feel like that's more fair. It's also got flashback, so later on we can use the flashback version to discard another card and then draw a card as well. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's like we're incrementally gaining card advantage by taking away their cards pretty much, but also drawing cards sometimes ourselves or recurring them with Ral. It's just kind of a cool theme that I wanted to run with. I've also got Bandit's Talent here as like a sort of a main win condition. I mean, we can win with these other creatures and stuff. I don't want to ever go too far into Bandit's Talent because it could backfire pretty hard. If you use this on turn 2 and they turn out to be like a deck that wants to utilize their graveyard, I mean, you really helped them, right? But, you know, the level 2 is the main thing. Level 3 is also pretty good with our deck because we have, you know, all these other discard effects like Ruthless Negotiation, like Mind Roots, and Hostile Investigators I really like. That was in the B-Sad deck as well. You know, being able to... So there's another creature that's like a legendary 4-mana creature that I was going to try out, but that thing only works if you attack, and it does have Menace, so it's likely to hit the player. But you got to hit the player, and then it'll transform, and then it gives you the value. This is an ETB effect, right? So you instantly get value out of it the second you cast it. So even if they do decide to... I mean, they can counter it, so, but if it does enter, and they instantly kill it, yeah, you won't get the clue token, but they still had to use 2 cards, right? They had to discard a card and use a card to kill it, so that's still going up in value. And Maelstrom Pulse is another way we get, like, value, right? So we use this card, destroy maybe 2 Unholy Annexes or something like that. That would be pretty sweet. So this is just a really cool... I mean, even just getting rid of 1 piece for 3 mana can be pretty good. It's very flexible. Mind Roots, if we discard their land, we get a land, and that's going to ramp us up into a Deadly Cover-Up as a board sweeper or to help out Black Sun. Ancient Vendetta here is here to hate out Jeskai, but we can hate out a lot of different stuff. And then I've also got Aclazotz as another creature. It's a 4/4 flying dude. Really, really cool card. I love using this card in a lot of black decks, just as like an attrition card. We attack, we gain life if we hit them or hit something that's going to block. And, you know, we also get to discard one of their cards, and eventually we even get to draw cards. So It just makes a lot of sense in a deck like this. So then we have Bitter Triumph and Requiting Hex as like the main removal. I do think 3 Requiting Hex is good. I was running with 2 for a little bit, but Black Sun can take a little long to get online, so I think 3 is the right amount. Bitter Triumph just can target anything. Discarding a card or paying life is not that big of a deal. You know, sometimes we can discard something that Ral can later recur. And I'm using Strategic Betrayal for our Graveyard Hate / removal piece. And Keen-Eyed Curator is really good because we can pay 1 mana of any color, so black or green, or even colorless if we have like the Hamlet or Demo Field down. And we can use that to exile stuff out of the opponent's graveyard and beef up this guy. So he's played in a lot of competitive decks. A lot of tournament decks run Keen-Eyed Curator. It's really good. You could also use the Ooze dude from the Foundation set. That one's not bad, but that one requires a green mana. Sometimes you might not have a green mana. You might only have a colorless or a black that you want to use. Ral can also be another way to discard stuff out of their hand. I did do that quite a lot because I just think, you know, that's kind of the theme I'm going for. Surveilling is still pretty good with this deck. We have enough 2 and 3 mana creatures to justify Surveilling, I think. And, you know, if we Surveil out the Negotiation, it's not a big deal because we can use it later for flashback. But, you know, we really want to return things like, you know, the Changeling, Sirach, all these other guys. It's pretty good. I know the Hostile Investigators aren't a 3-mana creature that we can use with Ral, but I still think they're definitely worth it. They fit with the theme of the deck pretty good. And I just like this creature personally. So lands, got kind of just, you know, your basic lands to balance out the color scheme, and we have 2 Restless Cottages as a win condition as well. It can give us food tokens that can really help us stay alive and whatnot. Exile their graveyard. The Sunken Citadel makes this land a lot cheaper, so that's really, really good. And I'm still kind of keeping around those demo fields from the Be Sad deck because I still like the idea of, you know, Sunken Citadel turn 1 into a demo field turn 2, and you can just start land hitting a Jeskai deck or something like that. I was originally running this, but minus the Hamlet, but I don't know. I think this makes a little bit more sense. I felt like this was more consistent. You know, I want to make sure we can actually play the deck and not just land hate, but you could go with that if you want to really abuse the Citadel Demo Field combo. It's just that there's a lot of matchups where that's probably not going to be all that relevant. And Sideboard is, I think, a toolbox, sort of, right? But I mean, it's pretty normal for a, you know, black-green deck. Deathmark, I just like this card a lot. Just any Foundations card that was meant to like hate out a specific color is just cool in my eyes. I think it's nice. 1 mana sorcery, really cheap way to just get rid of any creature. Shoot the Sheriff's just another way we can get rid of creatures. You know, if we're not fighting outlaw dudes, then this is a great removal piece for black. Strategic Betrayal to hate out the graveyards again. Reclamation and Paw Patch to hit out enchantments and artifacts and flyers. Really good against the Unholy Annexes I've mentioned all the time. You know, pretty much every green deck kind of runs, you know, one of each of these, right? They're just that good. They're that flexible. Even though we have the Changelings in our main board, and that's nice and all, sometimes you just need a 2 mana instant speed, do the same thing. You know, it can just be really efficient that way, and being able to get rid of a flyer in particular is really nice. You know, there's a lot of flyers running around, so I just like this card. Unstoppable Slasher. This is against control matchups. I started seeing like 1 Slasher in the sideboard maybe a couple months ago in some black decks, and I really like the idea, dude. It actually works out quite a lot. There's a lot of times where if I'm playing a black deck and it's got like a Slasher to sideboard into the main against a control deck, it's really, really effective. So I really like that concept. If they don't hit out our graveyard and they do kill them, they would have to use 2 cards to kill them, number 1, right? And then we can just bring him back with Ral anyway if they don't actually like exile him. And Withering Curse is just a good turn 3 sweep the board, but we could destroy all creatures potentially in the later game if we have these life tokens, these food tokens to gain life, and then we can activate them to use with Withering Curse. We could also use Witherbloom Charm in the same way. I forgot to go over this card real quick, but that's just a really good flexible piece. We can sack a permanent to get card draw and then recur that permanent with Ral if we want. Or if we feel like the Bandit's talent isn't really getting us a lot of value, we could do that as well. Gain life, and it's a removal piece for like cheap dudes. That's pretty nice. So back to the sideboard. Maelstrom Pulse, we get another one because it's just good. Ancient Vendetta, another one because we want to hit out Jeskai, we want to hit out a specific strategy the opponent's using. Kind of similar deal with the end. We can just get rid of a Planeswalker from the game or get rid of an Ouroboros or something like that. Just never have to see it again. Pretty good. Dalian Fell, Vivian Reed, and Liliana are just kind of... it's tough to call which ones you should really run, to be honest. That's why I kind of put all three of them in here. I think all three are justifiable. Dalian Fell is going to work a little bit better with Withering Curse. And just the Lifegain with the emblem could be really good. I think the main reason you'd want to throw him in here over the others is probably just to destroy a target creature on turn 4. So that's another way that we're putting a permanent down. We get rid of one of their creatures, and then they have to spend a card to get rid of Fell. So that's like a 2-for-1 kind of deal. It just works really well with the whole card attrition theme, like I said. And then Vivian, you know, it's another way we could just do the same thing, but against flying dudes, artifacts, enchantments, stuff like that. We could also look at our top cards, get a creature, and then play that guy into the battlefield. If we already have Ral out, that means that if they kill it, we just have something for Ral to use a little bit sooner. So Vivian Reed, I think, kind of makes sense. And then Liliana totally makes sense because just a lot of card draw from your tokens, from using your Dread Knight and spamming all these like cheap creatures from Ral. Being able to just sack 2 creatures is really sick. So just a really cool card. One of my favorite Planeswalkers. Then we have this artifact hate card. If they're running big artifacts, then we can just sweep the board. Does suck to pay a lot of life, but, you know, if you have Dalian Fell, then it's not as big of a deal, and we do have ways to gain back our life anyway with the Witherbloom Charm and the Restless Cottages. And then just a 3rd Day of Black Sun if we need another sweeper. The strategy right now, discard in general is not great, and going 5 color to use the Converge card would probably be better. I think Golgari, it's one of the most played color archetypes, but it actually is one of the archetypes that doesn't do all that well in Standard right now, despite all of the like new cards and like the new lands they've given it. It's mostly because there's so many, you know, card draw effects in Standard. That's why I'm using 2 Chomping Changelings, by the way, is I really want to make sure that we can get rid of like Unholy Annex, Caretaker's Talent, stuff like that. It's just not being able to get those cards out of the hand on turn 1 or for just 1 mana with Duress is a pretty big drawback. So I think that is probably the main thing I would do if you guys want to go a little bit, you know, slightly out of like 100% theme and just make the deck better. If you go double Duress and Intimidation Tactics, you're going to be honestly a lot better off. The Flashback really isn't worth it in Standard right now. It's just too late to get that value, despite how cool it is. But have fun, guys. If you come up with a better idea, let me know. I might give this another shot at some point. Alright, not a great hand to keep. Probably should not have kept it. But I just don't like mulliganing, dude. I feel like mulliganing just... it's so rare for it to work out. Requiting Hex is gone. I don't think he's very pleased. I know the feeling. Ooh, whoops. Alright, good game. No more, yeah, couldn't play his Marvel cards. Quits. You know, I've been playing a lot of mono red, and I don't like mulliganing. I think this is okay. We have removal. We have a 2/3/4. Seems okay to me. Alright, let's get this dude down. Nice. They're just out of range of Withering Curse too, that's good. Void Toughness is good. Alright, so what are you discarding? Something you want to get out next turn? Yeah. I don't think I fell, right? Yeah, no, we don't fell. We... Bandit's Talent? Well, that's not the right one. Yeah, there you go. So... do we want to hold up Bitter Triumph? I think I do. I want to hold up Bitter Triumph and then use the Keen-Eyed Curator. Might use the Keen-Eyed Curator twice. So, when this creature enters, if you cast it, each player sacks all creatures they control. I'm not too worried about that. Let's clean this up real quick. Alright, good game. I like this hand. This is cool. You know what I'm not sure on? I'm not sure about keeping the Delian Fells. I don't know if they really make sense. Maybe we just get rid of them to get more like sweepers. That might be a really good idea. Because right now, a sweeper would be a lot better than Delian Fell against this guy. Maybe more deadly cover-ups would be better. Yeah, I think... It's tough, it's tough. I don't want this guy to get super big. We're playing with fire if we do Mind Roots. And I don't know if I want to do that. And this is why I didn't go too heavy into the discard, because I want to be able to actually, like, play. I think I would like to do this. And just hold up Requiting Hex. Actually, maybe Keen-Eyed Curator could have been better. Huh, alright. So what do we kill right now? He'd be able to scry. I don't know if I want him to scry. Should I even keep this guy as a blocker? Let's get rid of this. I think we do. Okay, this is weird. Let's make sure he can't sheltered by Ghost us or something like that. Alright, I see. I see what's going on. He would gain a lot of life this way. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, he's about to gain a lot of life, but I don't want him drawing cards with the other guy. So this is a little awkward because I didn't get the Keen-Eyed Curator out. Okay, we definitely just do this. Is Mind Roots worth? Like, probably not, right? Oh, that's nice. Hopefully it doesn't get another creature down. He probably will. I mean, that deck has a lot of creatures. Depends, okay. Good. Good for us. Good for us. So, Strategic Betrayal. And then we'll do the Dread Knight. And then, I think we go for this. Nice. Chomping Changeling, maybe one just to get rid of one Leyline of Hope isn't like a bad idea, right? Yeah, I'm gonna Mind Roots him. I really want to make sure he doesn't get any sheltered by ghosts. Because it's pretty obvious that's like the thing he would keep there. Does he have another one? That'd be kind of nuts. Let's bring out Fell. Pay life. Oh, whoops. Well, all good.
I can heal you.
Okay. Yeah, we're definitely in the driver's seat. I mean, we're feeling pretty good right now. Ral's great. Let's do the ultimate. Let's do one Chomping Changeling just to get rid of this thing. I don't want him doing all that. That seems scary. A Burge. Sheltered by Ghost coming up? No? Okay.
This will only sting for a moment.
Yeah, let's do Ral discard, I think. Get rid of that card in his hand.
Weak mind?
Just a land, alright. I guess we could just go for it. So he's gonna get like 3 life off that? Yeah. One mana, is that kind of worth it just so he doesn't gain life? Probably not. The Delian Fel will counterbalance it. We're fine. Let's just get more deeds out. I want to save the other changeling just in case. Maybe that's being a little too cautious. That's just what I'm gonna do. I guess we should have saved that for Keen-Eyed Curator, but all good. We definitely hold up Black Sun because he might resurrect all his dudes. Okay. Alright, let's just crack him up. GG.
Never take growth for granted.
If this is Warleader's... I mean, we have Black Sun. And we have Chomping Changeling. Yeah, if it's a Warleader's call deck, we're in a good spot, I think. We're okay. Yeah, requiting Hex would be nice. Here are 2 lands. Holy crap, dude. Alright. He's gonna maybe regret that. Yeah, there's the Warleader's call. Ow. Yeah, I guess we can wait for the demo field. Start your engines. We kind of want our chances of getting a land to be kind of high, right? So I actually don't want a demo field. Could play a Hostile Investigator next turn just as a blocker. That would kind of suck, but it might have to happen. Yeah, this sucks. We can still survive next turn unless he gets Warleader's Call. If he top decks it, he top decks it. But we really need a land. Alright, lucky us. Okay. Alright, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Yeah? Do we gain life here? We can't. We can gain 5. And if he gets Warleader's Call, we're dead anyway, right? Do we just simply gain 5? Yeah, let's just gain 5. That's super lame. We actually should have probably killed the Hidden Courtyard, because now he can do something with it. So we should have demo fielded the Courtyard, and then... do our Withering Torment. Okay. That is so absurd that it took that long. Arena. Arena, arena, arena. Oh, he's at 10 already. That's nuts. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So, I guess we need to... I mean, let's demo field this. Yeah, and he's not even holding on to his cards. He's just throwing them out. I mean, he might actually die because of that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Is there any haste creature I need to be aware of? I actually don't think there is, right? So let's just get rid of Warleader's Call then. He's got his Ogres, yeah. Just kind of the standard Warleader's Call deck. Probably has Get Lost too. I didn't care to look, but I probably should have. So this could be scary. He could get Ogre. Gets to torch the tower. Okay, not a big deal. So we can do Binding Negotiation, right? And into a Hostile Investigator. Did we get him? We may have gotten him. Ow. Oh my god, good game. That was so close. Wow. Alright, we beat the Warleader's Call deck. That's good. That's really good. That was close though. We got like no lands for what, five cards? Was it 6 cards? That was ridiculous. Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a bit slower. Excuse me. We don't know what he's got yet. We do have removal. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna try to search for the 3rd land. Ooh, don't be green, you. Swamp. Okay. Let's just put this down. Excuse me. We could Witherbloom Charm after attacking. That might be kind of sick. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's hit. When this creature dies, draw a card. Do you want to draw a card, dude? He does. Alright. So now we should have Mind Rooted before, actually. That would have been smarter, I think. But we're more likely to get a land this way. But we're less likely to discard something of value. Okay, getting rid of a slasher feels pretty good. He's got another one, that's why. Alright. This is weird. I think we need to play this so that when he targets the Dreadwood, we can do something about it. We'll get value out of it. We'll get a card, I mean. The Dread Knight, not Dreadwood. Mosswood Dread Knight. I almost call it Dreadwood again. When this creature enters, you may sack a dude. When you do, target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Interesting card. Is he going to do it on his slasher? Or is he going to do it on himself? 3 mana, do that? I mean, honestly, kind of a different variation of the same card that's at 3 mana. You can plot this too, that's kind of cool. Alright, we block. Okay, what do we do now? Do we Vendetta get rid of any other slashers? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna Vendetta. Let's draw. Nice, deadly cover up. Let's go. Let's do it again. And we can attack. Yeah, we need to play like Witherbloom or something. Oh, nice, dude. I've tried to make a deck with this before. It's kind of tough. When trigger energy may sack a dude. Non-land permanent. He's gonna destroy himself. Oh, he destroys himself anyway. Or does he have to sack? He sack the token. I mean, really, is there something cool here? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's good, but I kind of like this sort of not really synergy. There's got to be something cool there, right? I mean, I don't think there's anything to like wither to Ancient Vendetta. Let's do this. It's sort of a land, alright. Yeah, I might just Witherbloom to draw. Maybe I should be using Vendetta for Unholy Annex. He might have it. Yeah, here's his other slasher. I'm fine with that. We're going to sack the Dread Knight. I mean, the Dread Knight's going anyway. Question is do we... We kind of want him to go next turn, though, because that way we can use the card draw. So I don't think I use Witherbloom Charm. We're probably going to have to get rid of our Ruthless Negotiation, which is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, that is actually pretty cool. Dude, I'm going to nice stack that one. That's cool. I'd have to get rid of 1, 2, 3... That's 4, 5, 6. Won't be able to Ruthless Negotiation again. Yeah, I guess it's not really necessary for us to do that. At the same time, Dread Knight's likely to survive the next turn. I think let's just play it safe. Let's see what he wants to do. Does he want to block this at all? We have 2 deadly cover-ups, so I think it's fine. Rusing the negotiation's not that big of a deal. We want to keep this guy for Ral, our legendary dude. Alright. He's got whenever a dude dies, do stuff. Okay. Beseech. More of these things. Almost like a life drain deck. I still don't know what to like Vendetta. I mean, I guess I Vendetta the other ceremonies? Or maybe the room? I can't remember what the room is. Maybe he quit. Alright, he's here. I think this is sweet. It just costs a lot of life. I mean, you really want... I mean, you probably don't even want Unholy Annex. It's when you cast, so you could still get your demon out from the room. It's not bad. Yeah, let's do this. Nice. Bring this out. I have a blocker. So when a creature you control dies, he could bring back a couple dudes. Actually, he could bring back a lot of dudes. That's interesting. He's gonna... This is sick. No, this is sick. This is a sick combo. I like this. Man. Alright, we might need to deadly cover up and get rid of something here. Get rid of the colors or something. Because he's going to unlock this for 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, we're okay, we're okay. Not a big deal at the moment. Alright, nice. Yeah, I think we got this. It kind of got land screwed a little bit. I think his deck probably wants to run like 25 lands. But he might only be running 24, I'm not sure. The Fabled Passage doesn't really help either. Just kill this dude. Let's just get another dude out. Oh, wait. Duh. Alright, that's round 1. The end is good. Black Sun's still pretty good. VV to destroy artifacts and whatnot is not bad. A slasher of our own, honestly, might be okay. Nowhere to run. I mean, it does work against a lot of his creatures, but I don't know if it's going to be all that relevant. Yeah, Keen-Eyed Curator is amazing. Vader Triumph doesn't seem to be that great, but it's still pretty good. Ruthless Negotiations, like, not... I still want to keep with, like, the theme. Chomping Changeling's good. Mind Roots is maybe not all that great. Hostile Investigator's probably not all that great either. Maybe ditch those. Aclazotz is just cool. I want to keep him. Yeah, maybe get rid of at least one Mine Roots. Black Sun, yeah, Black Sun is just really good against this deck, against the tokens. Maybe I do go down one route? I think we just go down the other Mine Roots. Like, I just don't want to. Did he have any... I mean, I think he had the colors were like the only thing to worry about in terms of requiting Hex. So, maybe we go down like a couple of these. Binding Negotiation's still okay. Maybe go down like one Bandit's Talent. And I think one Ancient Vendetta is fine, because we can target stuff. There's quite a few things that he wants to keep. Alright, we'll go down one. Alright, removal for color is nice. At least make him pay life for it. I guess we wouldn't really use requiting Hex. Like, yeah, I think color is the only thing, right? I'm a little slow this morning. Yeah, I'm not really... It's not a big deal. A lot of lands. Alright, we could just die off this. That sucks. Let's just kill this dude. Alright, Sirach, maybe we'll be able to block. He didn't seem to have much removal. Did he have any removal? I think it was just those creatures, right? He would send the creature out to kill itself. Ancient Vendetta. Okay, what are you trying to get rid of? Deadly Cover-Up? Probably Deadly Cover-Up, right? Mosswood Dread Knight? Yeah, I mean, that thing did look pretty annoying last turn, didn't it? Last round. Dude, this guy's deck has an idea, man. I just love... I love when you go up against decks like this that just, like, they're doing something, you know? They're so cool. Oh, that's amazing. What was his thing called? I cannot remember. I gotta look it up. Alright, we got it. I guess I could wait one more turn, but he could Ancient Vendetta me. I don't want that to happen. I really don't want that to happen either. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of my creature dude. We don't have many good creatures at the moment. Alright. We have to do it now. It is unfortunate, but it must be done. I almost want to get rid of the colors, but I'm not sure. I mean, we have to get rid of it. I forgot. He's going to come back if we don't get rid of him. So this is called Funeral Room. Okay. A lot of Ancient Vendettas. Okay, so he is planning to hate me out. So he has multiple Funeral Rooms. Yeah, we Chomping Changeling one of these. I don't think he had any lands, right, except Fabled Passage, so we'll just get rid of Fabled Passage. Could get him to discard. Then he'll just discard this. Yeah. We get a Surveil. We'll block with our changeling, and then we can resummon him back. It will kill our Rao, but it's probably worth it in the long run, I think. Okay, what's Blood doing? Getting rid of my deadly cover-up? Yeah, makes sense. 4 Ancient Vendettas, man. With 4 Beseeches, by the way. He has 4 Beseech the Mirrors. And he's still running 4 Vendettas. That's dedication. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this dude back. I think that's still the play. I'm not 100% on that, but probably still correct. We could kill his color with Witherbloom, but that's most likely not worth it. And I don't mind blocking. Oh, I meant to block with my Restless Cottage as well. Whoops. And I meant to... Okay, I totally messed up that turn. Totally messed up. Alright, we'll attack. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's see what we get. We can sack this for life. Not bad, honestly. Beseech. Why not? Can't use the Fabled Passes. That feels pretty good. Oh, wow. Alright, so if he's going to do that, then we just go ahead and try to bait out the double block, I think. Is he cooked? Dude, I love his dude here. I never even noticed that. That's nice. That's a high quality pet. That's like one of the best ones I've seen. Yep. And then I'm gonna go ahead and destroy one of these dudes. Alright, do you want to pay life to bring him back in? Beseech. What could he be getting right now? Maybe a Ancient Vendetta, or... Probably not. Probably another Funeral Room. Maybe just some sort of removal. Lifelink, get a card. Yeah, that makes sense. Block, get life, get a card. Let's see what you got there. Okay, just a Fabled Passage, nice. Man, a Fountain Port right now would be so good. Yeah, I don't think he's got any... Other than the creatures, he's got no removal. Return all dudes. Oh, that's rough. So he does get 2. It's not too bad, though. It's not the worst thing in the world. Eat some of our food. And go again. And then next turn, we'll Requiting Hex. Plus... Hold on. Let's do this. We're going to Requiting Hex, and then Restless Cottage the color. Also, I messed up. I should have done the Changeling first. That's my bad. So he did gain a life and we lost a life, and this is a very close game, so that might matter. A little rough. Yeah, I don't mind blocking. Strategic Betrayal. I think this is the only thing I can Requiting Hex, though, right? Alright, kill you. And then Restless Cottage. Get this guy out of here. Get him out. This is a grindy game, dude. This is a cool game. So So, when you do get rid of a permanent. Alright. That's no biggie. So, yeah, nothing to really recur at the moment. I think we strategic betrayal this guy. And threaten lethal for next turn. Submit 0. Okay, I didn't realize we could also cast Rel already. I think we got him. So again, turn order wrong here. I should have discarded first and then done strategic betrayal. So I'm definitely blundering these orders a few times, but that's okay. So then discard this. Good game.
Start over from scratch.
Nice deck. That was cool. He had an idea, man. He had a vision and he went for it. I respect that, dude. That's sick.